When asked by Wolf whether he and his fellow senators would finally grow a spine and hold Pete Hegseth and his whisky-gate scandal friends accountable, Senator Mike Rounds delivered yet another cringeworthy response when making another round to CNN in order to pay homage to King Trump. Because, let's be real, that's just the default setting for a GOP-led Senate these days. I mean, at this point, their loyalty to this guy has lasted longer than most celebrity marriages.
I think they were doing their best to try to get past the committee hearing. Look, these folks made a mistake, and they're having a very difficult time trying to explain how they made the mistake. They made a mistake. I just hope they've learned their lesson. I think the president probably took a number of them to the woodshed already. I think he made it clear in his statements that he was not happy with the way this thing turned out, in part because in the middle of a mission that was hugely successful after literally months of not being able to take the gloves off, to have these young men and women who just literally really executed a great plan very, very well and without losses, to have that overshadowed because they started talking way too early about what was going on in the Middle East and doing it on signal where they really should not have done
This is exactly what is wrong with the Congress right now. Accountability is dead, and partisan loyalty is the hill everyone is willing to perish on. Right now, the only way the Congress can reclaim their long-lost dignity is if the party in charge of the House and Senate starts treating their own president with the same ferocity they'd unleash on an opposition leader. And let's be clear, Democrats aren't off the hook either. Here's another fine example of political poultry chicken. Senator Rounds, starring as the man who forgot his job description in the GOP-controlled Senate. You know, the Senate, that should be the co-equal branch of government designed to check and balance the president's worst impulses. Yeah, well, instead of stepping up, they've collectively decided that the best course of action is to roll over, play dead, and polish this guy's Russia-made ring at every available opportunity. So, here is my question for you, MAGA Republicans. Do you actually want this president to succeed, or you don't? Because if you do, you'd start doing your job and rein in his reckless behavior before he tanks the whole country. But hey, if your goal is to just sit back and watch him outdo his own disasters, whether it's botching a crisis worse than COVID-19 or inspiring insurrection, then by all means, keep dragging your feet into the warm embrace of complacency. At this rate, when this administration crashes and burns as its haters predict, just remember, you had a front row seat, a fire extinguisher, and a duty to act. But you chose to toast marshmallows instead. Your move.